Hello, and welcome to Gather. Welcome to our students, welcome to our faculty and administrators, and welcome to parents and visitors who are joining us online today. We gather each week as a community to grow in our spirituality and to be together as a group. As you know, we begin each gather every week with that welcome and then with a brief poem or text. So to get ourselves into a good frame of mind for today's gather, please close your eyes. Now gently lower your heads and get very quiet and physically very still. We all want each other to hear this reading. Today's reading is by Will Rogers. He was a well-known actor from Oklahoma, and the text today is attributed to him. He said this: "So let's be honest with ourselves and not take ourselves too seriously. And let's never condemn the other person for doing what we are doing every day, only in a different way. And when I count to 1, please open your eyes and give your attention to my talk. 3, 2, 1. It has been very hard for me not to see you every day. I miss all of you a lot, more than I can say. All of you students, all of you faculty, staff, and parents, friends, you give off such a good vibe, such good energy. I always love how much energy and focus you give to your learning, so it feels very strange for me not to watch you do that like I usually do. It also feels strange to record this Gather talk on my computer and then send it out into the world, but I don't get to see your faces. I don't get to see you personally, and I don't get to experience your body language. In fact, when I was your age, my parents wanted me to sit very, very, very quietly during talks like this. But you, my wonderful PBS students, you are very active listeners. And you sometimes even share your thoughts out loud during my talks. I love that. And today I'm going to miss that. You are active learners. You have opinions about what I say. So I'm asking you to listen actively today too. And if you hear something you like, you can give each other a thumbs up at home and then tell me about it later. Today's talk is about encouraging one another. I have some thoughts on how we can encourage one another during challenging times. We need encouragement today more than ever because it is very challenging not to be in school, even though I know how diligently you are learning at home. It is very challenging to not be with your classmates, to not be learning in the collaborative, teamwork ways that we learn at PBS. So I was thinking that we could benefit. We could benefit as a group with some words about encouragement, with some words of encouragement. 2 things about encouragement come to my mind right away. First, confidence, and then second, support. This will be my focus as we talk about encouragement today. Turning first to confidence. Most of you know that I lived in Sweden for almost 6 years. It was personally very important to me because my grandparents came to this country from Sweden. It was academically important to me because I did my graduate studies at Uppsala, a Swedish university. My topic was the life work of a founding president of a university started by immigrants. His name was David Nyvall. David was an immigrant from Sweden. He was a courageous leader. It was a huge challenge to start a new university for an immigrant community that faced many challenges. English was their second language. They were trying to get their footing in a new country. They lacked financial resources. But David Nyvall was resourceful. He was creative, just like you. David was a problem solver. And he wrote thousands of personal letters, and he published hundreds of articles to guide and direct the people who were supporting his new university. I am thankful that someone saved copies of all of his work, because these sources made him and his life work worthy of my graduate studies. Here is what caught my attention about David's work. He typically began his personal letters with a word of encouragement. He would write something like this: I encourage you to build each other up. I encourage you to focus on this project or that project as we work together to build this university. I encourage you to work together rather than fighting with each other about this project or that project. What I learned is that David did what our theme today emphasizes: encouraging one another during challenging times. And his encouragement built confidence. It built confidence. I saw evidence in my research of growing confidence in David's work. Just imagine being new to this country, not knowing the language very well, missing your family back in your home country, not being able to have that footing that you needed to do everything you're accustomed to. It makes complete sense to use encouragement as a way to build confidence. Encouragement to build confidence. Young learners like you need teachers and parents who encourage you to build up your confidence. New ideas need supporters who can encourage them to build confidence in that new idea. Everyone doing something different or new, just like we're doing with our home learning. We need encouragement from each other to build confidence. Indeed, in challenging times especially, we need a big dose of confidence. I am strongly suggesting to all of us that we give each other lots of encouragement to build confidence. Now, let me be clear. This does not mean blind encouragement. If you are on the wrong path, it does not mean blind encouragement on that wrong path, like going in the wrong direction on a math problem. My friends, we can and must also give each other encouragement to build confidence, to move in the right direction, to make a course correction, to change direction, or to change a behavior if we need to. We want to build your confidence in ways that encourage you to be your very best, academically, ethically, everything else. The second way to encourage that I want to talk about today is support. It is encouragement to support. One of you wonderful PBS parents shared a poem with me this past week. It's a poem by Rumi. Rumi is one of my favorite poets. It is a very good poem for us right now. Rumi wrote this: "Your body is away from me, but there is a window open from my heart to yours." Your body is away from me, but there is a window open from my heart to yours. Rumi was right. Our PBS hearts are always connected, no matter what. We do not need to be in the same room together to support each other. We do not need to be in the same NPR together to encourage each other to support. In fact, David Nivell wrote all of those letters to people whom he rarely saw personally. He wrote them more than 100 years ago. There was no airplane travel to see them. There was no chat room to connect with them. He did not have FaceTime or email. But David offered encouragement to build confidence and to support the friends he did not see and the friends he only saw rarely. These days, you are together with people in your family much more than usual, but you are not together with your PBS friends nearly as much as usual. I am suggesting that we need encouragement. We need encouragement today more than ever. Encouragement to build confidence and encouragement to support each other. Taking our model from the Rumi poet, how can you open a window from your heart to someone else's heart? That's the important topic. My friends, given what I know about our community, we all can find creative and meaningful ways to support and encourage each other. We can find creative and resourceful ways to build up each other's confidence. A phone call, a text, a special email, FaceTime, Zoom, joining this Gather Talk, and much more. Even as we need to draw physical space between us and create physical space between us, we are always connected to each other, one heart to another, because we can continue to encourage each other. In fact, I found a resource online that shares 145 quotes about encouragement. 145 quotes about encouragement. Some of these quotes are good, and some of them are not so good. You could take some time and look at those 145 quotes and perhaps think about sending them one at a time to someone you know, a friend, a teacher, a loved one who needs encouragement. PBS community, I know really well that you cherish and love PBS's core value of community. I know that you love this core value of community just as much as I do. We all value relationships, one heart to another, and we all value friendships at school, one heart to another. Today, I am asking you to get very creative, to get very resourceful about how to offer encouragement and how to be in relationship with each other in this very challenging time. Here are 2 ways. Encourage each other to build their confidence and encourage each other to support one another. Thank you for doing this as we walk this journey together, and thank you for listening. Each week at Gather, we spend some time thinking about the theme of the day. Some families practice meditation to do this. Other families call it prayer when they do this. Still other families use time daily to gather up positive and good energy, to send that energy out into the world, one heart to another. So now, as we do every time in Gather, I am asking you to close your eyes. So just close your eyes now. Gently lower your heads, just as we do every week at Gather, and get very quiet. I am still here with you in person, talking to you here, but I want you to get very quiet and very still, and to lower your heads and get quiet, and just listen to my voice right now, not looking at me. This is a good position to be in, and just as we do every week, it's a good thing to start focusing on our gentle breathing. We talk about taking our breathing for granted, but when we notice our breathing, we are allowed to put away everything else around us so we can focus. So just spend these moments with the people around you where you are, just getting very quiet, and spend 10 seconds to focus on your breathing. And now, as it's very quiet wherever you are, just create a picture in your mind about the one way that you will encourage someone in the next day or 2. Create a picture in your mind's eye, encouraging someone to build that person's confidence or to support that person. Perhaps it's a special card or note or email, a FaceTime chat, getting together for a virtual play group. Just create that picture in your mind's eye. How will we each encourage someone else to build confidence and to support? And now think about these things. If you know someone who is in pain, send that person thoughts of comfort. If you know someone who is sad, send love. If you know someone who is angry, send that person peace. And to all of our leaders everywhere, every leader, especially in these challenging times, let us send good energy that these leaders will exercise good judgment and that they will make decisions for peace. And when I count to 1, you can open your eyes and join me here again for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. I have just one announcement today. All of you in this beautiful, wonderful PBS community have been on my mind and in my heart a lot these past several days. You have been an inspiration to me. You are all in my thoughts constantly. I want to thank every one of you, students, parents, friends, grandparents, faculty, and staff. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your flexibility. And thank you for your patience. I cannot imagine being in any other community than PBS at a time like this. So thank you for gathering up your encouragement, for sending that encouragement to build confidence, and for sending out that encouragement to support each other. I am really grateful that you joined our virtual gather today, and I wish all of you the very, very best. Goodbye for now, and thank you.